everybody. Welcome back to Gone Outdoor Radio. You are listening on Hello News Talk or KWSN in the Sioux Falls area, or the Mighty 790 in Fargo Moorhead. Scotty Brewer, Kyle Agri, Brewer Agri Outdoors. And on this segment, we're going to chat with Reuben Aleckson of Vortex Optics. Reuben, we've been talking about it for a month, and although the weather doesn't necessarily show it, hunting seasons are here. They've been here for a couple of weeks. Some places they've been here for a month. Scouting season's been around much longer than that. And these seasons just keep opening week after week after week. And one of the most important tools every hunter needs, no matter what kind of hunting you do, it's optics, some type of optics. So, what kind of new stuff does Vortex have out this year?
Well, we've been working on a few exciting projects. I know, specifically talking for hunters, we're excited. We revamped a line of rifle scopes that we've had for a long time. It's been the Crossfire 2 line. It's primarily kind of more entry-level price point rifle scope, but we relaunched it this year with a lot of new. We added some new reticles, some new magnification ranges, and a couple of specialty optics like muzzleloader hunters, and also for the straight wall hunters. Sells optics in a lot of different states with different regulations, and so we kind of catered that line and some of the Fire HD rifle scopes for some of those more specialty applications that people are getting into. We also came out with a new range finding binocular called the Ranger 3000. That's a exciting product. Combines the capabilities of a rangefinder with a binocular and kind of brings those one, speeds up the process, and also takes out a piece of gear that you need to carry with you in the field. So specifically talking for hunters, those are two products and product lines that we've released this year that have been really catered towards specific applications, but also kind of like you mentioned before, a pair of binoculars just for during the season. It can be used for scouting, it can be used for prep, it can be used for setting up, where is going to go or where maybe you're going to, hunt an animal. And so we've been really excited to see that Ranger 3000 launch. I think, like you said, a lot of seasons have been open already for a couple of weeks, if not a little bit more. And we've seen very good feedback coming, our partners at Shields and also from our customers using them out in the field.
So with this new rangefinder binocular, anytime you can eliminate a piece of gear or combine two pieces of gear and make one out of it, you're saving space, you're saving weight for the hunter, which is very, very important. So what kind of options are on that? I mean, do you have a couple different models so you can have different lengths or different ranges or different powers of the binocular?
Initially this Ranger 3000 product comes in a 10 by 42. And one of the things we tried to do was combining a rangefinder and a binocular is not a new thing. Those products exist on the market from a lot of reputable brands. One of the things we tried to do with this product was really make the form factor of a binocular while having the added addition and capability of a rangefinder. And so while it's not a fancy product, it's a really bang for your buck product that combines, the capabilities of a binocular and a rangefinder. The features, some of the features you could look at would be like being able to have that horizontal component distance. So a lot of times we would talk about that angle of the shot, giving you that true number of range that you need to shoot to, not just the line of between you and the target. So that's a feature that it has as well. And of course, you can adjust the brightness of the display and things like that as well, yards to meters. But other than that, that product comes in at a price for what it does. Not alone, just talking about the 3,000 yard onboard rangefinder, but also the optical quality of the binocular. So sometimes you see a big hit in optical quality when you incorporate a rangefinder into a product, but this one we tried to keep both form factor and optical quality at a very high level so that the customer doesn't feel like they're compromising in one way or another.
Reuben, I got to just say, I just bought a brand new pair of Vortex binoculars, and now I'm going to need to go check this one out. The advancements just never stop, and I love it. I love it. One of the cool things, and I know this because of my own experience, you guys really truly put the customer first in terms of your product. And as hunters, we put it through the paces, right? And you guys have a warranty that's truly second to none. Tell us a little bit about that, so folks can really understand how you take a look at that scenario.
Well, we call it the VIP warranty, and ultimately, what VIP stands for is a very important promise to our customers that we understand that people are going to use it out in the field. We don't want you to have to handle it with gloves and treat it like it's breakable. We want you to use it in the environments and the field that sometimes can be very hard on products, whether it be temperature, humidity, moisture, things like that we put that product through when we're out in the field. And with that, we understand that, at certain points in time, things can happen. You can drop that out of a tree stand. It can fall off the back of your UTV or your truck. Your dog can chew on it, whatever happens to that product. And so one of the things that we try to do through the VIP warranty is unlimited, unconditional repair or replacement for life, whether you're the first owner of the product or the 10th owner of the product, it doesn't matter. And that's just a thing that we do as a part of the service to our customers. We wouldn't exist without our customers, both our dealers who sell our products and with the people that walk into a store and buy our products. We would not exist without those people. And so, there's a thing about a warranty, and really ultimately what it boils down to is how much you can rely on that warranty and that company to take care of you. We can't control the variables of the weather or how people use our product, or if it falls out of a tree stand. We can't control that, but we can control how we take care of the customer on the back end. And so that's something that I think that's what we can do, and that's a thing we can control, and that's one of the things that you can always rely on, is that warranty will be there in case you need it.
This is Reuben Aleckson. We're talking about Vortex Optics. And Reuben, when we talk about the warranty, thank you very much for doing that and treating your customers right. I think that's one of the reasons why the market share has grown so much over the last number of years, is because Vortex is a very high quality company. Reuben, we only got about a minute left. And although it's prime time right now for hunters, there's a lot more than just hunters that use your optics. Whatever you're using those optics for, there's so many uses for them, and it's not just hunting. What is a couple of the unusual uses that you've seen?
Well, everything from sporting events. If you're sitting in the nosebleed seats, you might need a good pair of binoculars to get a view of what's happening down on the field. We've got customers in the what I would call like the professional line of duty with those products, whether those be guys that carry them on duty with them every day in the line of service, whether that be law enforcement or military. We've also got customers that use those in a guide and outfitter application. I think some of my favorite stories come from customers that say, "Hey, I use this to watch where the guy out on the lake is hitting the walleyes," or I use those to see if that flock of birds out in the field has bands on them or not. I always enjoy hearing how people use those products, because at the end of the day, we have to design a product with an intended purpose, but it is always really cool to hear how people get creative with their products and how they use them for their passions out in the field.
Yeah, it's up to each individual to be able to use your products any way that they desire. So, Ruben, what's the website for Vortex Optics?
It would be vortexoptics.com. And of course, Shields is a very good partner of ours. And when I say partner, I mean that. They truly do an awesome job at training the guys behind the counter, the guys on the sales floor to use the product. So if you are in an area where you can check those products out at a Shields, I encourage you to do so. We've got a lot of other good retailers out there as well. But to get the most direct information, it would be vortexoptics.com, of course, on YouTube as well and social media as well.
Thanks for coming on Gone Outdoors, Ruben.
I appreciate it, guys. Wish everybody the best of luck this hunting season.
Special thanks to our Gone Outdoors show sponsors, Ray Sport Marine, Adventure RV, Lakeland General Store in Dunville, at Devil's Lake Tourism, Linex of Fargo, and Onyx Fish Midwest. Thank you for tuning in to today's Gone Outdoor show. Follow along when you're on the water or in the field with Gone Outdoor Podcasts at kfgo.com, kwsn.com, kelo.com, Apple Podcasts, or on Spotify. Visit us at breweryagrioutdoors.com or follow us on social media. Until next week, from Scotty and Kyle, we'll be gone outdoors. Looking for somewhere to get all your fishing information in one place? Onyx Fish Midwest has something for you. Search for new fishing areas with filtering features such as species, abundance, trophy potential, lake survey info, regulations, and area insights are just a click away.
Getting to your target lake has never been easier with access points and public land ownership clearly marked on Onyx Fish. Mark and customize waypoints and weather for your exact location. Use code BA Outdoors to get 20% off Onyx Fish Midwest at onyxmaps.com.